Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back. So, I thought you might want to know how to change your motor mount or motor pod in your Lily Clone drone. This is the 603 or 606 sorry -3 U-Fly from Huajun Toys. And I had a little bit of a mishap the last time out. Killed two blades and busted this unit. So I'd asked them if they could send me a spare part and told them what happened. They sent me actually two of these, so that's awesome. So this is going to be a bit of a lengthy video, but hey, if you want to know how to actually do this, stick around. So make sure you also organize your screws where you need them, so you know where everything goes back. I tried to glue this and it did not work, and what happened was this part up here is what snapped. I was out flying FPV with this thing, and I was in altitude hold, and anyways, things went snaky regardless, and I swiped the side of the house, and yeah, brick walls and quads just don't seem to get along. Okay, so the bottom ones are definitely longer, so you can't mix those up. Now, you do not have to take the entire quad apart to do this. You just have to take this end section apart. And carefully unplug your LED. There we go. Get those screws out of there too. So we'll put all these together inside there. Okay, so the easy way to get this off, and I believe I talked about this in the video even about changing the blade, is to take things apart from down below here first. It's actually the simplest way. That comes out. Like so. These little micro screws go with the spurs. We'll throw them over there with the blade. Pull that off. Okay, now we're down to here, so we'll flip it back over. Now blue is on this side, red is on this side. Okay, and you could actually confuse yourself, and this wire has to hang out to here. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a little snapshot photo, and I recommend always take photos with stuff you've never messed with before. And I want to know that it comes out that side. Alright, so I got lots of pictures. Alright, so next thing I want to do is I want to mark the wire. So we've got red and blue. Now this board is marked positive, which is fine, but I'm still going to mark it regardless, a little dot. And I'm going to get this broken ass piece out of here. I'm going to have to clean this up a bit. So that's going to come off fine. Alright, so let's see if our soldering iron's hot enough. that out of the way. And we'll take this off. Now we're going to pull our motor out. So, remembering which way this goes together, your red has to be on this side for your motor, okay? So, we just do a straight transplant over like that. Okay. One of these days when I get to it, I'm going to size up these bushings, and I'm going to see if I can find some ball bearings, and I'm going to upgrade this to ball bearings. Make sure they're in there snug. Alright, that goes on like that. Now, the tricky part. And I'm going to need a pair of pliers. So I'm going to stop the film and I'll restart it in a second. I just got to grab some pliers. Alright, so we're going to have to feed this through first. And we're going to snake these wires in. Make sure they go on the appropriate sides. Come on, get in there. There we go. Oh, maybe we don't need the pliers. Probably be good to use them anyway. Yep. Now, I want to make sure we're actually putting stuff together. Yeah, bottom is spur, so yeah, we got it around the right way. So now, what I want to do is make sure my hole is actually lined up properly before I put anything back in. Looks like we're lined up. So I'm just going to leave that screw there for a minute. I want to get these wires soldered back in. Clean up the connection on this a little bit. Solder. That's one. strong connection. Alright, done with that. That's coming out the right side where it should. So we need our bottom end on here. That's all secure. Yeah, so those holes all lined up good. So now we need this little guy here. That lined up on there. This. Out because that should lock in there. Yeah, they do lock in, so I'm gonna have to find out what's going on there. But that part is done, fixed. So now I just gotta figure out how to lock that back down in place. It's probably something on the inside I gotta check. But yeah, definitely smacking into buildings, not such a good idea. So I'm gonna recover the bushings out of this. because it never hurts to have emergency spares, at least until I find a ball bearing solution. So there we go. Done and done, and that's how you change your motor mount slash motor pod, whatever you want to call it. And I'll find out what's going on with the lockdown on this, because that should actually stay there. Alright guys, a little mod trick for you. Because Scotch tape weighs nothing. And you also don't see it. I'll put a piece here. Yep, that's going to stay. So whatever locks this bar in underneath, I probably damaged that as well. It really doesn't look like it does anything more than hold the pressure. But this at least is going to stop it anyways, and it's got nothing to do with structural integrity anyways. So it's more for decoration. Like even this one wiggles a bit. Probably go through these screws and tighten them a little too. Yeah. Tighten that a little bit. See this one, you can see the edge of it. So I did end up damaging the lock keys. But that's okay. It really doesn't, you'll never see that during flight anyhow, so I really don't care. So I'll have to order new upper and lowers, and then that'll cure that problem at another date. But at least she's flyable again, and this is all fixed. So, thanks for watching, guys. I'm going to go take this bird for a flight.